Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a video that was meant to be like a regular scheduled upload. I know my last video was more of a rant, but I meant to have a video up this like past Saturday, but I was working a bunch of doubles this week on top of being sick, so you know, I gotta get better so I can record videos for you guys. So I'm not in my room, which is where most of my videos have been taking place. I'm actually on my downtown riverfront right now. What even is behind me? There's, you know, some buildings behind me, no big deal. I chose this setting, the river, because I love the water. It's a very serene place for me, and for this video, like what I'm going to talk about, I felt it'd be better if I did it in the place where I feel the most serene, which is near a body of water. I would be outside filming, but I chose to come out in sweatpants, and that wasn't smart, so it's really hot. So that's why I'm staying in my car with the air conditioner running. But without further ado, let's just roll right into the video. So this video is going to be about depression and kind of a little bit about what I went through with it. I don't know how much detail I'm going to go into. I can talk about the fact that I was depressed. I can talk about some things about it, but I can't get into a lot of details without crying. So I'll do the most that I can without trying to cry. So I've suffered from depression since I was 12 years old. I'm 21 now. So it's kind of a long time, you know, and especially at such a young age, it sucks, you know. And back then I didn't really know what it was, and then when I realized what it was, when I was 12, that was still a time when it wasn't okay to be not okay. You know, if you were depressed or you were self-harming yourself, you were seeking attention, and I didn't want to talk to anybody about it. I didn't want to be pegged as an attention-seeking person when I really wasn't. So I never talked about it. I kept everything bottled to myself, which is not a good thing to do. It leads to so much more depression. It leads to more really bad thoughts. It leads to more demons. And, you know, if I could go back and change it, I would. I would have talked to somebody sooner about it. But I can't go back and change it. I can just thank, you know, I can just thank myself for the fact that I fought as long as I did to get to this point. I feel it the best time to talk about it because it's August of 2018, and since 2018 I've been happy. You know, I never thought I'd get to this point, and I don't want to make this all about, oh, it's all about me and it's, you know, it's my journey on it. I want it to give people hope when I say, you know, I'm finally happy, because as much as people want to always sit there and say like only time will tell, because it's so true, only time can tell whether or not you're going to be happy again, some people don't like to wait for that, you know. And at one point, at many points, I didn't want to either. I really didn't think I was ever going to get to this point. I didn't think I'd make it to being 21. You know what? I didn't even think I was going to make it to be 18. You know, I didn't think I was going to graduate high school because I just didn't think I was going to be here anymore. I got pretty close a few times to actually just not being here, you know. And that's the sad thing about it. Struggling with it at 15, 16 years old, which there's still so many people that are doing that, and it's such a scary thing. And I have friends that are still going through it, and I love them so much for fighting and to keep going, because they know that their existence is important, because it is. Depression's a very scary thing. It's really a horrible thing, you know, and I don't think there's any words that can better describe it other than those two. The fact that, you know, we all suffer through these demons, and some of us feel like we can't talk about them, that's the sad thing. That's what scares me, is the fact that, you know, we feel like we're not important enough for it. We feel like we're not important enough to people. And we feel like we're not loved. And depression isn't about just being sad. You know, it's about these demons that are just attacking you and telling you like you're worthless, or you're stupid. You don't deserve to live. You don't deserve to be here. Nobody loves you. Like, it's such a shitty thing. I don't know how to tell people how I'm still here, because very, very few people that do what I did, which was keeping it all bottled and not telling anybody until I was 17, which, if you do the math, that was 5 years of being depressed. You know, not very many people, you know, make it through. I always tell people the same thing, and it was soccer. Soccer was the thing that gave me a purpose to live. It made me feel important. It was the only time I ever felt important. I should point out, I was a goalkeeper, and goalkeepers are one of the most important positions in soccer, so of course it made me feel important. And then at 18, I gave it up. I gave up my soccer scholarship and I came back home, and ever since then, I don't know how I kept going, because I didn't have the one thing that was keeping me going anymore. And I struggled for about 6-8 months of not having it anymore, and I was very depressed. I was just, it was hard. It was so hard to find something to keep going. And I still haven't like found like anything in particular that keeps me going. All I know is that I found my fight. My fight that tells me, you know, oh, there's this demon trying to sneak its way inside, but I'm not gonna let it. You know, that's inside me. It's all me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm the only reason why I'm still going, and so are all of you. Anyone that's struggling through depression, you can talk to a therapist. You can get your feelings out. It can make you feel better. It can help you feel better. But at the end of the day, it's you that keeps yourself going. It's you that wakes yourself up. It's you that gets you to go through another day. And trust me, I know people that say, well, I do it for my kids. You know, I do it for my parents. And that's great. You know, that's not a bad thing. But it's still inside of you. It's still you that's fighting every day to be there for your kids, to be there for your parents. And that's what some people don't click inside themselves, is that it's you that's fighting. You know, I don't know if people have noticed, but I say at the end of all my videos, and I'm trying to, is that to keep finding your fight. For those of you that haven't found it, keep finding it. Keep searching for it, because it's there. It's inside of you. You know, it's deep down. It must be really deep down, but it's there. And then I also say keep fighting your fight. And that's for those of us that have felt like we've made it out, and we have our fight and we're holding on to it. We're not going to let it go. You know, don't ever let that fight go. The second you got that, you hold on to it for dear life. Don't let it go. You know, just don't, because I'm telling you what, from the other side, it's such a great feeling. I never thought I'd get to this point of being happy. I told my mom that the other day on the phone, and I feel like if she was here in person with me, she would have just hugged me and cried, because, you know, she knows I've been struggling for a really long time. I told my dad I'm finally happy, and he's so happy that, you know, the fact that I'm happy. You know, I'm their only child, so of course they want nothing other than for me to be happy, you know. I'm really trying not to cry right now, because I want people to get where I'm at. You know, I want to help people get to this point. I want people to know that it's possible, because it's so possible. You know, at one point, many points, I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think I was ever going to make it. But I finally did, you know, and I struggled for so long, and I don't want to ever go back to that place. And that's why I'm holding on to my fight as long as I can, and as hard as I can, for as long as I can. And I'm telling you, once that fight comes out in you, it's going to be the best day of your life. You know, you're not going to know it right away. You're not going to realize it right away. You know, I didn't. It takes a while. It takes a while for you to realize, holy shit, I'm happy. But it's going to be a great feeling. What you're going through right now is temporary. Being sad, feeling alone, it's very temporary, because I want you to know that I love all of you, and you are not alone as long as I'm still here. I know probably not very many people watch these videos. I don't have that very many subscribers, but when people start to, when I start to build up that subscriber count, I want everyone to know that, like, you know, I'm here for every single one of you. I love every single one of you. You're not alone. You're not. And as long as I'm here, you won't be alone. You know, you'll always have somebody here that'll tell you that, you know, I love you. You're a wonderful person, and you deserve to live. And I think that's all I really have to say right now on it. I know there's so much more to talk about it, but this video is already 11 minutes long, so. But keep fighting your fight. Keep fighting your fight. And there's nowhere else to go but up from here. You know, just think about it. If you've hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go but up. So keep climbing. All right? I love all of you. All right?